Hello everyone, this is Blanca from La Nail Enthusiast. Just wanted to share with you guys this awesome color Inspire Yourself made by Makartt Polygel kit. I know it's been a minute since I swatched anything for you guys. I'm really excited to do this for you guys. I did post today the actual picture of my uñas, of my nails that I made with this Polygel kit. So let's get started. It is a very nice, beginner friendly. I always say beginner friendly, and I'm looking for things like that because I'm a beginner. So it's perfect for that either beginner nail tech and or someone who wants to venture into the polygel world, like myself. I started with acrylic, and actually I started with polygel. It didn't work out, but the polygel kit that we had gotten, or my daughter had gotten, did not work out for her. So we ended up venturing into acrylic. Took a learning curve for sure, like a long learning curve, but I've kind of got some of the techniques down now. But I wanted to really try this kit that I got from Makartt a few weeks back. They did have them on sale. I believe this little kit was $13.99. And I also used one of my friend's ambassador's codes. So, or not her ambassador code, I don't know if that would be a code, but like her code. She is an ambassador for Makartt. So I've got a couple of friends that are ambassadors, which is really cool. So I can borrow their user codes for extra savings, which was really sweet. A sweet deal, and knocked off a few dollars off of my purchase. So that I really wanted to review this with you guys and for you guys. Lots of I'm very impressed. Let's say I'm very impressed. This is my first time using actual polygel on my fingernails. I've used it on my daughter, and I think the last one I used was the purple one for her, the purple collection. And it had 4 colors. But this one only came with 3, and this is in the pink cover collection. So it's basically like very natural pinks. And I love that because you can definitely dress them up, dress them down, you know, make them very you know, sophisticated to like very bright and fun. So this does include the 3 colors, and it's AC12-1, AC12-2, and AC12-3. So these 3 colors, I don't know if you have to look for them like that on the Makartt site. If you want to buy them individually, I don't know if you can, but this is a kit. It did come with the slip solution, and or they call it here, what do they call it here? The nail surface cleanser and the nail extension gel slip solution. So my only thing is that it came either used, which I doubt it was used, because and there was no spillage in here. It wasn't wet in here. So I don't know if it was just a manufacturer error and they just put it in here, but it wasn't full. It was maybe a little bit more than this because I used it obviously for my nails and to use for this kit actually. So I'm not mad at it. I'm just kind of like, I don't know why it came kind of not used, but like not full. They do provide a base coat and a top coat, and the actual forms, I don't know if they call them dual forms or forms, little packet, and then also this awesome little matching. I love that the fact that they color coordinate all their little spatulas and brushes to match the colors of the tubes and or the colors that you're going to be using. So this one though here, I think is super cute because this cap end has this little cute design, and this basically just tells me that this is the brush side. So that's pretty cool. I'm really, when I saw the size of the brush, I was a little intimidated because I'm so used to using either a 10 or a 12 or a 14 with my acrylics. So I thought, oh my god, this is so tiny. But I mean, I can see why it is. I can definitely see why it is as I used it. At the other end, it's the spatula. Okay, so this is, I love that they color coordinate everything, and they also provided this file. So this kit basically has, and it wasn't used, I used it to file this hand. But this kit basically includes everything that you need to get started in creating your own set at home. So that was a big plus for me. This is the right amount for me, for someone who's just a nail enthusiast, just a nail enthusiast and likes to kind of, you know, be creative at home. And this is my therapy from what happens throughout the day and throughout the week. So I love it. So let's get to the colors, guys. It does have, like, did I mention this? Yeah, top coat and base coat and the slip solution along with this. So if you guys can tell, I did use it. I did use it for my nails, and this is a set. I think I already told you guys that I created with it. So I want to go ahead and swatch the actual 3 colors for you of the polygels, just so you guys can have an idea. Let me move things out of the way. I'm sorry this is a little dirty. Here my whole thing fell off, so I had to take everything off. I haven't remade my name, but if you remember, I had La Nail Enthusiast here. So it fell off because when I did my friend's nails, they were back and forth and they just kind of started peeling off. So maybe I have to do like a heat vinyl. What I did was just a regular vinyl. Anyway, let me get back to this because I get easily sidetracked and want to keep this video as short as possible so y'all can enjoy my review. And yeah, so you guys know I talk a mile a minute. I really have missed you guys, and I really have missed watching for you guys. It's just been you know, bananas. Life is crazy, and we're all going through a lot of things and different things, and I just hope that all of you guys are doing okay, and that you know that I'm here if y'all need anything or message me or just chit chat. We can definitely do that. Here we have the colors AC12-1 through -3. So this is 3 and this is 2. Okay. So the only thing is that the color here, the bands that they put to let you know what colors are in here, I don't feel like they match exactly. It's I mean, but which one does? I know that that's what they do with lipsticks. They'll put like the color outside of it, and then when you open it, it's not that color. So that might be what's happening here, but it's okay. We're gonna start off with AC12-1. Okay, and this is a pretty color. It is very let me see if I can put this here. I'm gonna use my tail for you guys. A little bit goes a long way, and because I am just swatching it, I'm just going to use a little bit, and I'm sorry there about that much, just so you guys can definitely see. If you guys see it, it's kind of like a pinky tone, nude tone, like a pink cover, but it's kind of see-through. It's not as opaque, it's more on the see-through side, but it does have a tinge of pink or nude, like a peachy nude, pinky. So it's really pretty. You can definitely tell by the contrast of the tile. The tile is white, so you can tell that there's some tinge to it. Okay, I did use all 3 of the actual polygels on my fingernails for these, and if you can see some of them, like the middle one is pinkier than the rest, and I think that's where I used AC12-3. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch for you guys this one, which is AC12-2. And I am going to clean off my spatula and go ahead and squeeze a little bit for you guys. And you guys can see already the color in it. A little bit does go a long way. So I'm going to, if you guys can see that. So we're going to switch it here. See, do you guys see the difference? It's more of the on a pinkier tinge. This is more like a nude pinky, and this is more like on the pinkier side, and it's not as see-through. It is a little bit more opaque. It has a little bit more not thickness, but the color itself, it's a little bit more opaque, so it's a little bit more covering. So these are great for like if you want to do a French tip, or just a very natural nail, very classy nail, or just like nails like this that they're kind of like, you know, kind of, how can I say this? It's like fun, but at the same time, you know, kind of reserved but fun. It's like kind of like, you know, like that girl next door type of thing. I feel like it anyway. Maybe that's just me. So those are the 2 colors so far. Let me get my napkin because did I say what one of the cons was for this? I do have cons, pros and cons. The pro so far, of course, the #1 pro for this is that there is no monomer smell, guys. My husband loved that, and I think I said that the first time I actually showed you guys the actual kits I had gotten. I had gotten 3 or 4 at that time. I did away with one, but I do have the blue and the violet, or the lavender, and this one. So it was a total of 4. So this is AC12-3, and this is, if you can see, it's on the pinkier side too. This is the 3rd one. So if you guys can see, it's definitely more pinky, more opaque, and it's a beautiful pinky cover. So I thought they were perfect. Like I said, you know, something if you want to be like kind of something like the girl next door, but then add some funky color to it or some brightness to it, I think it's doable. You can always have the base as a very safe color, and then add on any other colors you might want or design. So I thought that was really, really cool. So these are it, guys. Let me see if I can put them here. This one's that one. I know I cannot put them too close. Ugh, I'm gonna drop it too. And I'm sorry about the background. We were going through our closet because we do I don't want to say meal prep, but we do save food and water just in case of emergencies. And we're cleaning out and getting, you know, renewing our stash, as we say. So these are the colors. As I mentioned, I don't feel like they do really, you know, reflect the colors on here, but nonetheless, they are very beautiful colors, and they're very safe colors. You can dress them up, dress them down, give them a bright tone, make a cute design on them. They're perfect. Pros, let me see. I said no. The pros, the number one pro, especially here at home, is the no monomer smell. The second pro, it wasn't as hard to use as when I began using acrylic. Acrylic at the beginning did have a very, very, very hard or long learning curve, especially with shaping, especially with, let me rephrase this, especially with laying down the acrylic to monomer ratio, getting that correct, and then laying down the actual nail without it getting too lumpy. So that's a pro. The fact that they provided the forms, these forms are actually pretty cool. I could see at first I was kind of like, why they're gonna make the nail look like a claw, like you know, like kind of like a claw, you know. And I'm not really into that. That's not my type of nail. So but once I used it, I went with it, I used it, and I popped it off. It was perfect. This looks a little, you know, kind of like too curved, but it was perfect once I popped it off. It was easy to pop off once it cured. Just kind of shake, kind of like to the side, and it popped off. So I thought that was cool. Another thing was that there was less e-filing or filing to do with once I popped them off, because the actual polygel was nice and smooth and shiny. Of course, I did go back with my Melody Susie and a 240 grit drill, not bit, 240 bit buffing bit to use to kind of sand it off. And I didn't know exactly what I was going to do, if I was going to go ahead and do top coat on it, a top shiny coat or a matte coat, and I ended up doing these. Now I do have to review these guys for you guys, these guys to you guys. Now I have to review these to you guys or for you guys. My sister sent me these. She's one of my biggest supporters as well, besides my husband. And I will be reviewing these. These are gel paints. So these are the colors that I used for the actual designs here. She sent them to me through Amazon. Fairly inexpensive, but I will be doing a review for that. So that's what I used. So they just give you a pop of color, and I thought that was really, really nice. So overall, I would say I would recommend it for that person that wants to venture into polygel without having to make their pockets hurt, for sure. And these little kits are worth it, especially when they're on sale. I think they were having a sale this weekend or something like that, or not this weekend, coming this week or this past week. Plus, you can use ambassadors codes for extra savings. So I did like them. I do really like the fact that they are sturdy. There's no nail tips, so this is the actual, just the whole polygel itself attached to my nail. And just, they were easier to work with than I thought they were going to be. The one con that I have about it, this is like my biggest con, and maybe I'll get over this little hurdle once I am able to better manage or touch things. It's sticky. As I showed you guys with the spatula, I'm gonna have to clean the spatula again, but it's sticky. So I ended up getting it everywhere on my desk. I ended up getting it everywhere on my e-file. So I had to like wipe down the entire desk, everything else around here, because it was just on my fingers and I was just touching everything. I was a mess, but I had fun. It was a fun mess. So that's probably like the only con. The size, I'm not mad at the size, because again, I'm the one that's using it for home purposes. I'm just a nail enthusiast. I do not have clientele or a base where I can be like, oh, I need more than this. So I am looking at other videos, such as Femi Beauties. She gave a great tip, and I'm going to see if I can do it quickly. If you are in a cold environment, Make sure that these are tightly sealed. Put them in a warm cup of water and they will soften it and it's more malleable. That's one of the tips that she had. So now I know better. That's a great tip. See you guys soon. Bye.